Would you like to see a low-cut Predator again? I would like to see a real Predator again. What's going on, guys? Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you another Q&A video. This one brought to you by Squarespace. If you need a website, head over to squarespace.com/soccerreviewsforyou. This is, of course, a series on my channel where I answer a bunch of your football boot-related questions, all pulled from my Instagram, which is SR4U_Josh. So if you have a boot-related question that you'd like me to potentially answer in a future episode, make sure you go and follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. Also, if you guys enjoy the Q&A series on the channel and want to see it continue, don't forget to support this one with a like. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly content from me on all the latest and greatest football boots, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. What's your favorite leather boot? If we're talking all time, it would have to be the Nike Tiempo Legend 5. And I know that's kind of a weird pick, but something about that boot just spoke to me. It fit me really well. I found it extremely comfortable. The touch on the ball I thought was really good. The combination of natural kangaroo leather for basically the majority of the upper that does make contact with the ball, and then Kangalite through parts of the midfoot as kind of a reinforcement element while still maintaining a very leather-like sensation. I just love the simplicity of that particular boot. If we're talking about leather boots that are currently available, as amazing as I think the Made in Japan Rebula 3 is from Mizuno, I do think that there is some extra complexity in terms of the reinforcement that they've added, which is great in terms of overall performance, but it does to a certain extent take away a little bit from just the purity of having a natural leather upper with no other obstruction. So for me, if I had to pick a favorite leather boot on the market right now, it would actually be the Puma King Platinum. It's just a very pure football boot. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit lacking in terms of certain performance characteristics, especially responsiveness when compared to some other leather boots that are currently available, but I can handle those, I guess, negative points of the boot just for the sake of having such a pure feel from what is just basically a simple leather upper, and it does have a great silhouette. It's a great looking boot. The Puma King Platinum is very underrated. What is the most durable football boot you ever had? There's two boots that come to mind. The first is a pair of Predator Absolutes that I had in the launch black, red, and white, the classic Predator colorway. I had those as a kid, and it's the one pair of boots that pretty much outlasted, I would say, at least 10 other pairs from Nike and Adidas and other brands that just never really broke. Super, super durable. The quality was outstanding on that particular boot. And then another pair that I thought was particularly durable, and I still have, is the original Mizuno Wave Ignitus in yellow and black. Really cool looking boots. One of my personal favorite, I would say, ever, and also extremely durable. What was your most valuable / best boot that got ruined by poo water? Do I have them somewhere? This is a Nike Mercurial Vapor 3, soft ground, brand new condition, size 9 US, really good colorway as well. You'll notice that I only have the right boot, and that is because the left boot was destroyed by poo water, unfortunately. And out of everything that got destroyed, this is probably the most rare and certainly the most valuable boot out of everything. I would say in the resale market, based on the little bit of research that I've done, to get a brand new pair in a size 9 US in a colorway like this, it's going to run you between $600 and $800 US, which is a lot of money. But keep in mind, these came out back in 2006. It is one of the all-time greatest Mercurials in the eyes of a lot of Mercurial collectors. And given that there are so few left of them in brand new condition like this, the people that have them want a lot of money. So will I end up replacing it for a new pair? I'm not entirely sure at this point. I probably will, just because I won't be able to help myself, but I'm glad that I still have the right boot. It just sucks that I don't have the left one anymore. Hey Joshua Pop, which are better, whiteout or blackout boots? I think my personal favorite colorways in general are blackouts and whiteouts. What's nice about a blackout boot is it's obviously very low profile. It can hide a lot of the design of a football boot. So if a boot that you really like happens to also be kind of ugly, if it's fully blacked out, it'll typically be a lot less ugly. And what's also great about blackouts is that they pretty much always look new, or at the very least will never look dirty. Whiteouts, however, I think look incredible. The only issue with whiteouts is that they are near impossible to keep clean. So they'll be clean for the first week, but after that, they'll show grass stains, they'll show dirt, and in general will just look dirty for the rest of their lifespan, which a lot of people cannot handle. So I think most people would probably prefer blackouts just from the ease of ownership aspect of it, given that they're never going to look dirty. But for me personally, if I was given the choice between the two, I really like the look of whiteouts, and I actually kind of like the look of dirty whiteout boots as well. So picking between the two, I'd go for whiteouts. Hey, John Bonblinsky, I wear a size 14 US. Do you have any boot recommendations for us larger footed players? I actually get this question quite a bit, and I don't think that I've ever answered it publicly, but most online retailers, most stores in general will carry men's sizes 6 up to about a 12, sometimes a 12 and a half, sometimes a 13, but that's pretty much it. And there are people out there that have extremely large feet that wear a 14 or a 15 US. And most of the time stores are just not going to carry those sizes because they are relatively uncommon. And what stores like to do of any kind is they like to carry products that they know have a better chance of selling. So if they bring in a whole bunch of boots in a size 15 US, it's very, very likely that they're going to have to discount them to the point where they're basically not making any money at all, which is why they typically won't carry them in their inventory. However, brands do make a lot of boots, not all of them, but a lot of boots in a size 14 and a size 15 US. So if you are somebody that has feet that big and you're having a hard time finding boots in your size, what you should do is contact the retailer that you're looking to buy from, let them know what size you are, let them know what boots you're interested in, and they will likely have to order them in for you, but they are in fact available, they just don't carry them in stock. So if that's a problem that you run into, that's what I would suggest doing. What do you think about the new Phantom Vision leaks? For those that don't know, he's referring to what looks to be the upcoming Nike Phantom Vision 2. I have seen the leaks, and honestly, I have no comment. And by no comment, I mean I think they look terrible. Hey, J. Jonah Jameson, this isn't boot related, but do you think it makes a difference if you strike a ball on the valve as opposed to striking it regularly? For those that have no clue what he's referring to, every single football or soccer ball has a valve where you would put air in the ball, and that valve is going to be the one spot on the ball where there is going to be a little bit of additional weight and actually a little bit of a hard spot because the valve is a physical piece that has to be in the ball rather than just a flat panel like the rest of the surface area of the ball has. So if you've perhaps watched any kind of tutorials on striking a knuckleball free kick as an example, a lot of them will recommend that you position the ball in such a way where you actually strike the valve, which is the hard spot and also the heaviest point on the ball. So with proper technique, having that no spin, you're going to get maximum, I guess, knuckleball effect. Does it actually make a difference? In my opinion, I think it really depends more so on the specific ball rather than actually doing that. I think if you have really good technique as far as striking a knuckleball is concerned, regardless of whether or not you hit it on the valve or not, I think that you're going to achieve the effect that you're looking for. Whether or not hitting the valve directly is actually going to make the effect greater, in theory it should, but in reality it's such an unpredictable type of technique that I'm not sure that the difference is overly significant, and I'm not sure that if you do hit a knuckleball that comes off really well, you can credit hitting the valve specifically. It's one of those things that's very random. If you think it helps, then definitely I think continue to do it. If you don't think it helps, then it's not something that I would really worry about. And I guess just to give my own personal experience with this, I can honestly say that I've never really taken a free kick and paid attention to where the valve is in regards to where I'm going to be striking the ball. What's your favorite cleat that is not Adidas or Nike? I really dislike these kinds of questions, but I know you guys like to hear my answers to them, so I'm going to answer it, but I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm not going to pick one, I'm going to pick three that I really like outside of the big two brands. So in no particular order, I really like the Made in Japan Mizuno Morelia Neo 2 Beta, which I realize is limited edition, but I really like it, so I'm picking it anyways. I also really like, as I've mentioned, the Puma King Platinum, one of my personal favorite boots on the market right now. And I'm also going to add to that list right now the New Balance Tequila V2 Pro. Really like those, super comfortable. I like the original. I think the new one is an improvement on the original. So if I'm picking three outside of Nike and Adidas, there are other ones that are really good, but those three are probably my personal favorite. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I also want to say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. If you've never heard of Squarespace, it's an all-in-one online platform that allows you to build your own clean and professional looking website very easily for either your business or for personal reasons. I know a lot of you you guys who watch these videos have your own collections and maybe even do a little bit of buying and selling football boots on the side. And a website would be a great way to show off your collection and also move some boots if that's something that you're looking to do. And what's great about the Squarespace platform is that everything you could possibly need to do is built into the platform. You can buy your domain. There's pre-made templates that look incredible to display your boots in the most professional way possible. And all the e-commerce features that you need, including email lists, are all built into the platform as well. So if you're looking to build your own website, head over to squarespace.com/soccerreviewsforyou to start your free trial today. And if you decide to continue on with them, you can use coupon code SoccerReviewsForYou to get 10% off your first purchase. All of that info is linked down below in the description, so be sure to go ahead and check that out. And once again, thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Once again, if you have a question that you'd like to ask me for a future Q&A video, be sure to follow me on Instagram, SR4U_Josh. That is also linked down below. If you have any questions regarding anything that was discussed in today's video, feel free to leave that down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed this video, please support it with a like, and if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.